What is going on, YouTube? Greetings, welcome back. Shonix is back again. It's been another while, but you know, that's typical of me. I should be used to it. My hair looks a little crazy right now. I had it done yesterday, and yeah, so it'll look a little weird for the meantime. My curls are not as curly, but that will be temporary. My curls will be back just as I came back, so just, you know, gotta be patient for that. We're back with another death battle, and this is one I was definitely looking for. You know, me, an anime geek, I always look forward to the death battles involving anime most of all. I don't know if you can see my blanket over there. It has like Goku and Vegeta's hair. You can kind of see it. I'm not gonna really show it right now. I don't want to get up, but I love anime, and this is an interesting one because we've got a battle that I'm surprised hasn't happened a while ago, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon. Yugi Moto versus Ash Ketchum. Now, I never watched the anime of Pokemon. I've been recently playing Pokemon on my computer, Poke MMO, that I got on my computer, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! I did watch the whole anime of. I emulated Poke MMO on my computer, and Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched not the whole thing, but I watched season 1, and I may return back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Some other time way later, but I watched all of season 1 featuring Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, Mai, Bokuba, or Bakuro, Mokuba, and who else? A lot of different people in the anime. Obviously, like Merrick and stuff like that. I saw that one with the Pharaoh. Spoiler alert, Atem. I saw that season 1. Pretty long season, including the fillers I saw. And it was pretty good. Slow anime for the most part, but I definitely enjoyed it. The battles were interesting. I loved the dynamic between Yugi and Atem. And Kaiba was obviously that guy when it came to being petty and hateful. And very competitive. And yeah, I love the characters. The card game was cool. And I do wish they did Duke Devlin better, but we're not going to talk about the anime right now. Again, I didn't see anything from Pokemon. I know a lot about Pokemon, and I played the games. I know a bit about Ash Ketchum, so this will be interesting. I'm sure I'll learn a lot more about Pokemon in this, and I know all I need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm voting for my boy Yugi in this one, because that's my boy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ash wins, so it's one of those things where we're going to have to go in and see. So, without further ado, let's get on in this. Yes, sir, we got ourselves a 3D battle, and those voices were spot on for Yugi and Ash.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question
Yugi
from
Moto.
the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Dark
And it's our
Magician.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yes, tell me who would win.
Is a
the game of
big
cards
episode.
or the game
Just
of balls?
Look how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for
Let's skip
in
down
this
this
Journey
sponsor.
to win it.
limited time to the world of.
I ain't here to look at no mushrooms. I'm here to look at monsters.
Hello there.
And Pokies.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash
What a
wanted
spoiler.
to be a
Ash
Pokemon
slept
master.
in. No, I'm just kidding. Hasn't he been 10 years for like... Yeah, there it is right there for 25 plus years. Height 4'7", home Pallet Town, champion of Alola and World Coronation Series Monarch. Key items: Rotom Pokédex, Rotom Phone, Z Power Ring, Z Crystals, Dynamics Band, Mega Glove, Lucarionite, Rainbow Wing. Likes Pokemon and Pokemon battles, training, catching, leagues, summer camps, contests, showcase movies, ping pong, arm wrestling,
Oh, he
league
didn't
contests,
really know
lettering.
what that
Also,
meant yet.
whichever
How about taking
Pokegirl
down your
companion you
rivals
watch
to be
growing
the
up.
very best,
National
like
Ash
no one ever was? Better than Gary
I
and his
wanna
dumb
be
groupies.
the very...
Well,
I
Ash
remember
knew he'd
Gary.
find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So, Oak
I
hooked him
will
up with
watch
the
Pokemon
electric
sometimes.
mouse, Pikachu. And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes,
25
and the
seasons?
cornerstone of 2000s
1,200
culture.
episodes?
Ash spent
Jeez.
decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should
And this
note
whole
we-
thing was just Ash? And you're telling me he stays 10 years old through it all? Like, One Piece has a lot of episodes, but at least Luffy got like 3 years older.
Are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing
that's small.
Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon, but in a fight,
The
Ash
Pokédex is a
usually
Pokemon?
chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll regret it.
Let me see. Type electric. We're talking about Pikachu? Yeah, Pikachu. Resist electric and steel type attacks. Can absorb electricity to power up. Weak to ground type attacks. Immune to paralysis. Ability static. Physical contact may induce paralysis. Moveset. Thunderbolt, Iron Tail, Tackle, Agility, Leer, Thunder, Double Edge, Electro Web, Volt Tackle, Electric Ball, Quick Attack, Thunder Shot. Loves Ketchup. Gotcha.
Even ground types that would be immune
little
to
fun
electric
fact.
attacks in
Ash
the game
Ketchup.
can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu
Yeah,
learned Volt
that
Tackle,
is
Electro
weird.
Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves in air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
What a
so
meme.
clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used Thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast,
Dude,
Pikachu
Pikachu's
has
such an
intercepted
iconic
lightning,
little
but Quick Attack
rat.
increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The
Yeah,
guy
we can't
plays
forget about
crazy,
Iron Tail.
opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is
What a
magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water
How
types
can
like
I do
Squirtle
that?
and Lapras are key in seafaring fights.
I want all my
and
Pokemon
Ash
to
can
come
combine
running.
their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is
I hate when my
fine.
Pokemon get
Now he's
frozen.
using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like
My
Bulbasaur
Pokemon
and
won't do
Torterra
that.
induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
Ash, what is your
Sceptile's
secret?
a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
4Kids?
Yeah, they just get me heated. Almost
Oh,
as much
Pig
as
Knight.
Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha!
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash
My boy
lost the Viridian
Charizard.
Force for the trees and
I'm so addicted to
fumbled the
Pokemon right
Indigo
now.
League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level.
Grass types. Bulbasaur, Bayleaf. I know Bayleaf. I had Bayleaf. Sceptile, Torterra, Snivy. I haven't had Snivy, but I know. I have Leavanny currently. Leavanny's dope. And Rowlet. Fire types. My boy Charizard, Quilava, Torkoal, Infernape. I think I had Infernape. I currently have Pignite because I'm playing black through white or black and white, whatever. Currently. And I had Pignite. He was my starter when he was a pig, whatever he was called. Incineroar. Water types. Squirtle, I know Squirtle. Kingler, I don't know Kingler the Press, I don't know Totodile. I know, wait, do I know Totodile? I don't think I know Totodile. Isn't Totodile? I think I might know Totodile. He might have been my other starter. Carship, Boozle, Oshawa, I know Oshawa. Palpito, I know Palpito. And Greninja, I know Greninja, obviously. Flying types, Butterfree, Pidgeot, I know Pidgeot. Noctowl, I know Noctowl. Swallow, Staraptor, Glisser. Unfazant, however you say that, is goated. I currently have Unfazant. And Talonflame. A lot of these I don't know, but
And
eventually
that
I'll know.
friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last
Fighting types. Primeape, I know Primeape. Heracross, Scraggy. Scraggy? Isn't Scraggy? I thought Scraggy was a dark type. Howkula, Lucario, Surfetch, Rock and Ground and Steel type. Stofan, Lavon, Boldor, Crocodile. I have Crocodile. Linkenrock. I'm gonna botch some of these names. Salgalo, Nebby, Melmetal, Dragon types, Gibble, Gudra, Novian, Dragonite, other types.
one you want to see on the field.
I got
Even
lots
if you
to
have
learn.
a Blastoise like Gary,
Gotta keep
Ash
playing
will
and
call
catching
for the
them all.
most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss!
Oh yeah,
the
Seismic
people's
Toss.
elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space.
What?
Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh,
Wow.
and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch,
Wow.
Butterfree, Heracross,
Pikachu
Scraggy,
bro, some of these feats are
Dragonrock,
crazy.
Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone,
Draco
but mainly
Meteors?
Gibble.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it
How'd they
like
hear
it was
about this?
nothing. Ash
This
can
man
choose
Ash
his
got
own
some weird
hands if
strength
he
feats.
wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass.
Strong
Humans and
10-year-old,
Pokemon must
bro.
protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC
A life
and
force
shoots
aura
steel
that he can
beams
link
and
with his
aura
Pokemon.
spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone.
just put a
but
gun to Ash's face?
accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja,
Okay.
Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
He shares his
Ash
pain.
Greninja
Water
ran
Shuriken.
the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and
That's pretty
teamwork get
busted.
along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3
Is that a
times.
dark
How does
Charizard?
Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after
Yeah,
his
what
loss
are
at
you
Kalos,
blaming
Ash
4Kids?
traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really
Gengar.
delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He hunts
Can I get
foes
that?
with G-Max Terror, or even swallows
This man
them
just
up.
threw a
I bet
teapot at
it
somebody.
smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve
Is that
into
Ash? Why do you
10
look like that?
million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Wow.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
Why does he
In
look
fact,
like
when
that? I
Ash
don't
and
like that
friends
design
band
of him.
together, they can
Hold on, let me see this. Blast Team Rocket off almost every episode. Thunder obliterates Mofa Triangle Rock. Exceeds Conway and Clembot's calculations. Solgaleo can light up the universe. That one right there is crazy. I mean, lighting up the universe is one heck of a feat. It's not fully destructive, but geesh. To just have the range of that. Pikachu helped halt Diagola's Roar of Time. Ash and his Pokemon dodged Lightspeed attacks. Won the Orange League, Malo Conference, and World Coronation Series. Defeated Gary, Brandon, Paul, Kooky, Iris, Wallace, Steven, Cynthia, and Leon. I don't know any of those people. Is that Leon Kennedy? Bingo? But wow. This feat right here is the one that really got my attention. And this one, Roar of Time. That just
Halt
sounds
Dialga's Roar
ridiculous.
of Time.
Yeah, there
and
it is right
Dialga
there.
literally controls the concept of time.
Yeah,
is
that's
there a
broken.
legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the number
Alon.
one trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized
And he
that
did all
to
this
him,
at 10.
a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
How? He just did everything at 10. He didn't even age 1 year through it all.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look at like this,
Anyway, let's get to my boy Yugi.
quick
We're over here looking at fashion
such a
coats.
fury.
Hold on.
.com/death battle.
Let's see.
Many a
see what
theorist
they
have
say
tried
about
to
Yu-Gi-Oh!
solve the mystery of ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
What was the secret to such a glorious
The
civilization?
Millennium
Time
items.
travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These
Yeah.
magical ceremonies punished dark hearts
shadow
with
games.
swift death. The Shadow Game.
Yeah.
No, Wiz. They
Shadow
were
game.
banished to the Shadow Realm. Wait,
Yeah, those
Sadly,
dudes
the
just
way
stood
of the
in
Shadow
Realm,
Games
right?
was lost
Yeah.
across
Rip.
time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would
18. This must be currently in the movie. He was older. I don't know if he was 18. I thought he was like 17, 16. Okay, 18. Height 5'0", 153 centimeters. Weight 92 pounds. Home Domino City. Yep, Domino City. Champion of Duelist Kingdom and Battle City. What? Title King of Games. Yeah, I didn't hear that. Likes duel monsters, toys, hamburgers, leather, games, puzzles. Solomon Yami.
link
Friends
his
with
spirit
Bobo-
to an
Bobo-
ancient
Bobo-
pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi
No,
a hand.
his name
and
is a
always
10.
on demon time while doing so.
Not Yami from
His
Black Clover.
Anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Anime
Whether it's
Jigsaw is
Griddle Air
crazy,
Hockey,
but
Mario
accurate.
Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his
Actually, that's
world
more
and
Bakura.
ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the
every
graveyard
villain in
and
this
take
show.
your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO
Dang,
Seto
Mokuba looked like
Yugi
that?
knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
Is this a
And
trailer to
Forzel,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kaiba
cards?
was given a penalty game.
Kaiba.
Lose or cheat against
This
Yami
must
at
be
your
like-
own peril.
I
With
don't
the
think I saw
puzzle,
this.
Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of
He can. Dark Yugi. Why aren't we calling him a 10? Spirit of ancient pharaoh. Of an ancient pharaoh. Resides in the Millennium Puzzle. Puzzle abilities. Barriers, clairvoyance, illusions, penalty games, probability manipulation. That's a big one. Monster summoning, shadow game, sealing, telepathy. You see, Ash Ketchum may have the physical strength and stats for gaggy reasons, but my boy Atem, I'm not calling him Yami or Dark Yugi. My boy Atem, he's got the hacks.
being set on
And the
fire,
versatility.
swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability,
My grandfather's
and
cards
seals
have
away
no
spirits.
such thing.
You can't
But it
buy
does
this.
have.
It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's
Exodia.
retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either.
Yep.
But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and
Dope
Yami
crew.
were ready for anything.
That was a dope
Because
squad.
Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense,
Even if
spells for
Taya
effects,
and,
and
Joe-
traps for setups.
Tristan was
and
just there to
Exodia-
talk.
Oh, there they go.
Bro, I can't
if
believe
Yugi's
Zodiac
deck
came
is
and
so
went.
good. Why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever
That's a lot. No monsters. Alpha, Beta, the Gamma, Magnet Warrior. I remember these. Beaver Warrior, Curse of the Dragon, Dark Magician, Pharaoh, Imp, Gaia, the Fierce Knight, Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beast, Giant Soldier of Stonehorn, Imp, Jack's Queen, King's Knight, Dragon, Mammoth Graveyard, Summon Skull, Winged Dragon Guardian, of the Fortress, Effect Monsters. Arc Fiend and Gilfer, Krubo, Legnar, Big Shield, Gardner. He used Big Gil Shardna so much. Legnard. Is Dark Magician not here?
strategist.
I'm assuming
His
these
style
are-
works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story with
Effect monsters. There we go. Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician of Chaos. Dark Magician Girl is also iconic. I've seen her everywhere. Electromagnet Turtle, Exodia the Forbidden One, that came and went, Gandora the Dragon of Destruction. Are they gonna use filler in this? Like Timaeus, the Tricky, Time Wizard, Toy Magician. Isn't Time Wizard Joey's? I mean, he technically had it first. Toy Soldier, Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior, Fusion Monsters, Arcane Dragon, Egyptian Gods. Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon, Ra. That's her name. Horukfi, the Crater of Light. Am I saying that name right? Horukti?
But
I remember
what's
she
he
appeared
gonna
in the
do
end
about
to
the
take
three
out
blue eyes
Zok
Kaiba's
or
got
Zord.
aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but
Facts.
I'm about
He
brute
does.
force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
I don't remember
Time
this.
Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local
Yeah,
area
that
of
one is
time,
pretty broken.
turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark
Dark
Magician,
Magician.
and his apprentice, Dark Magician
Girl.
Girl.
Why they
Both are
change Dark
masters
Magician
of
design in the
dark
movie?
magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
Or the
There's
hats.
support monsters too. Catapult Turtle
Oh,
is a
Catapult
bot with
Turtle.
a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters,
Yeah, the
he
Swords of
brought
Revealing
down
Light
an
were also
entire
insane.
fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards.
Can
Monster
differ.
Reborn
There's literally
resurrects
magic.
a fallen
I'm not
friend.
even gonna read
Time
all of
Jump
these.
is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards.
Pot of
like
Greed was
Pot
used a lot, too.
which lets him draw 2 more cards like
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press
I'm
Control
getting
Z
so
with
much
Mirage
nostalgia, and
Ruler
I
to
finished
get them
this
all
not too
back.
long
Pair
ago.
these
I
cards
finished
with
like a
Yugi
month
and
or two
Yami's
ago.
teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator,
Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus
Him and his
can
tomb
read minds. So in
abilities,
their
tomb
duel,
cards.
Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls, Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies.
This was an
they
interesting
left
duel
behind.
with that Saturday
And the
they had to
mind
use against
reader
him.
Was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds.
Yeah, he technically was
Regardless,
cheating first.
Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're
That's what
not
I
just
liked.
smart. These
But the
card
nag
slinging
between
geeks
Yugi
are
and the 10
somehow
was so
expected
good.
to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
As
Salt
always.
only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These
That
cards
dude,
were
Merrick,
Slifer,
his
the
evil
Electric
half,
Dragon,
oh my God.
Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk,
All 3 of them
who
could destroy
strikes
the
with
world.
the power of infinity.
This was a different
Oh, yeah, that's
ballgame
right.
altogether, but Yugi
One
was
of them had the
starting to
power of
stand on his
infinity.
own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a Battle City that never wants to end, or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods,
Poor Joey.
Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo
Yeah,
of
that
attacks
loop
that
with
went
Slifer
past
with
the
Merrick.
god's limits.
I remember
Later,
that.
Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians.
Yeah, that's how you
In
took
the
out
movie
Ra.
Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kind of
I don't
crazy
think I saw
that
that movie.
together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems,
I did
and
not know
Jaden's
any of
Glow
this.
Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
What?
But at the top would be the great evil
Yeah.
god Zork, who
Zork.
showed up to plunge existence
man's
into the realm
otherworldly.
of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy.
Yeah, 'cause Bakura was out
which
here.
manifests as Ka, or
Yep.
a spirit.
The
when
lore
used
with
in
the-
tandem with the
the
bonds
the
of
monsters.
his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality. even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
The heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed.
Yeah,
it's
it's
even
an actual
expanded
skill.
in following
People call it
series
plot
like GX
armor,
and
which
5Ds.
it kind of
Okay,
is, but
well, I'd be the king of
it's-
games too if I could just decide I have a royal
it's
flush
explained
every
plot
round.
armor. I feel like if you
Whatever.
explain it,
Yami
it's better
rediscovered
than it
his
just
Egyptian
happening, because that's when it's like
his
plot
multiple
armor.
lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his
Atem.
place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the
Harakti.
creator of light.
Yep.
He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of screw you, I win.
Dodge light speed lasers. Harakti's light created the multiverse. Okay, yeah, see, she was a... I knew she was insane. If Zork was already an otherworldly darkness that she just came up and said, be gone. Atem blocked a full power blast from Zork. Overcame Pegasus' mind reading and other tricks as Dragon Master Knight caused a blast that was visible from space. Destroyed the Millennium Ring as it enveloped all of existence in darkness. One duelist, Kingdom, Battle City, and other tournaments. Defeated Pegasus, Merrick, oh, we are including filler, right? Darts is a filler. Dark Bakura, Kaiba, Aigami, Zork, Atem. What about Diva? I guess screw Diva.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing
Harakti's
left
like
to do.
the
A
goddess of
post-game
everything.
boss duel
Oh, there
between
it is.
Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic
That was a
and
good
bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no
They
longer
both
needed
proved
Atem's
themselves
help
from
to
what
be
they
his
learned. They
polar
learned from
half.
each other.
Even when Atem was an entire
Purity
dimension
and
away or
boldness.
busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm
That
sorry I
mean-
called you a cheater. I was
When he lost to
jealous. You're so
Raphael.
cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered
I
as
don't
the
know about all
greatest
this.
duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem.
That
Goes
right
to show
there.
you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story,
Kaiba going to the
another
other world
duel,
to run the
another
fade.
game, and you won't find
This man
yourself a
Kaiba,
better
man.
opponent than the king of games.
The king of games, Yugi.
The battle of
I am going for Yugi. I don't care. Even feat-wise, they both seem a little similar, with both of them having access to Pokemon/dual monsters that can do things on a insane level, like alter time or control time and universes. They both seem relative. I'm going for my boy Yugi. I don't care.
the Millennium is about
If-
to
if-
start.
if
but
Ash
we wouldn't be
wins,
able to make it
Ash
happen
wins.
without some help
But
from
I'm
our
going for my
friends
boy
at
Yugi.
Raycon.
That's right. This message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're
Earbud sound, but
of our for half practically
wirelessly
Yugi
hooked
slash
button.
Atem.
just click
I'm
Raycon
going for
Audio
them.
because all right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through
Do your
all
best, Ash.
possibilities.
But
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime.
Okay.
And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible,
They
we'll
are.
allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to death battle!
that was good. Death battle. Come on, Yugi. I'm hyped. This video is about to be long, as all death battles are. What's this 2D look? Oh, we're going like this classic Pokemon style. Oh, okay, nice transition. Dark Magician versus Pikachu off the rip, both of their mains.
You okay,
Oh.
Pikachu? This we're on four is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I
That-
set one card face down to end my turn.
That's how he talks.
Whoa.
That voice impression is spot on.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack.
But
Everyone
Ash's
else,
is pretty spot on
back
too,
him
but
up.
Ash's isn't really hard to do. You just have that young voice. And it's pretty easy to do.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Ash kind of sounds like Bolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise!
That happens so much in Yu-Gi-Oh! My face down card! Oh, they went blow for blow.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
All this Pokemon, wow. Oh, he's locking in.
Charizard, I choose you!
Bring out Slifer. I'm gonna say Slifer would be overkill with Charizard. Hey. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that dragon. I forgot what it was called. I like that dragon that Yugi has. Where it shoots lasers all over his body. Oh my god, so he's make toss. This is a battle royale. It's a true. This isn't just dual monsters. This is dual. This is war monsters. This is royale monsters. Ah, yeah, he can just block the attack. So they're trying to kill each other? Wouldn't this be more than a game? It's a deathmatch. Oh, I don't know this Pokemon's name. Is that the one that can light the universe? Oh, he got an Egyptian god card though. Was that Slifer? No, I don't. Is that Slifer? Yep, Slifer, okay. I have to remember, does Slifer have wings? What'd you throw? Oh, okay, is that Gengar? That was cool, the way he smiled at his shadow. He is a shadow, I mean, he'd be able to manipulate him, huh? That was a sick shot. He said, See, the thing is, a 10 can do more in the fight than Yugi can. I mean, than Ash can. Technically Yugi too, but yeah. Thanks to the Millennium Parker. Greninja's up close. Can't forget about the no.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Oh, he's switching to Yugi. Okay. No. Oh no.
I just need to believe. In the heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards. I want to hear a Tem and Joseph Joestar be like, oh no, together. Oh, he brought up. Wait, is he just fusing them already?
Pokemon!
If he's fusing them already, then he's already lost. That's it.
Magicians! Flash burning magic!
Yugi lost. He's busting out the big guns. Also, they animated her really well. I'll be damned if Yugi wins this because that battle becomes predictable. And they don't do draws, so. Oh, swords are really light. That was cool.
Pikachu, let's finish this.
Yep, see, it's over.
Together!
I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's over. This man's changing outfits. He went to the custom. Is it gonna be a Thunderbolt capable of taking out what's her name?
You activated my trap card! Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points
But there's a
perfectly!
catch. Or not?
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Oh, that's cool. He walked over with a thumb up. Yeah, he won for sure. Yes! I was worried, bro. Bro, when Yugi brought out, I'm forgetting her name already. The light goddess? I gotta memorize her name. When he brought her out, I was like, oh no. He brought her out too soon. I didn't even get to see much of the other Egyptian guys. I only saw Slifer fight. I didn't really get to see Ra or Obelisk do anything. So when he brought her out, I was like, oh no. Then he had the magicians doing a combo attack.
Whiz, quick! I need your tears.
My
We
boy
can
Yugi
save
won
him.
though.
There's a lot to this,
As
so
I
let's break it
predicted
down by
when I
experience,
first heard this
strategy,
death battle
and
was
monsters.
coming.
Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best
Yeah, but
of
with
the
the Tem
best,
combined
and traveled
with
all
Yugi,
over the world.
he
But
takes
Ash
experience.
traveled more,
And he's
was in
still
more
just 10 years
tourneys,
old.
and
No.
saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a Tem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since
It
he
doesn't?
wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally
I mean, I
and
didn't see
figuratively.
Pokemon, so it's
While
whatever. I
Yugi's
just can't
deck
believe he
is
did all that at
obviously
10 years
adjustable,
old.
the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in
Longest
experience.
10-year-old
But when it
ever.
comes to strategy,
The dude
he's
has
a
like
wild
the
card.
age
He's skilled
lifespan
at
of free range.
improvisation and using the environment to win, Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called
give
weak
this to them.
cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting
does
their
have a good
power.
bond with his
I'm not
Pokemon.
just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his
wow.
Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with
heart of the
spells,
cards.
traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has Aura, but he never mastered it.
Aura.
And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands?
That guy
The
looks like
kid's
Bakura.
strong enough to chug trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge.
Maybe worse.
in
CP in the
strategy.
Shadow Realm.
So it all comes down to the monsters.
This one I feel like
Yugi
is a
had a
draw.
slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However,
Unless we're talking
Yugi's
about what's
can
her
rain
name.
down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse,
yeah.
surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel
what I'm
Strike
saying,
and
his was just a
Dialga's
universe.
Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness.
He had traps
his
and
power
magic
was
cards
evenly
with that.
spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And
Yep.
he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't
He
even
has
cover them
probability
all.
manipulation.
Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power
My deck
swept
has
Ash's
no such
options,
cards.
giving his monsters
Kaiba.
the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock
My
Ash
deck has
stone
no
cold.
such cards.
That was a
Ash.
good attempt
I
at a
don't-
pun, Wiz.
attempt.
You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner
Wow.
is Yugi Moto.
Pretty good puns. Pretty good puns. What's the next
Death
one?
Battle
That
will be
was it,
back
right?
in 2026.
Oh
But
yeah,
right
that's
now-
right. That was the final. So that was the season finale. A good season finale, man. A good one. I don't know. I wanted it to go a little bit harder. Like this one could have had the same type of action-packed, bizarre potential as Mario, Dr. Robotnik versus Bowser, and it just didn't have the same level of it. It felt still a bit speed rushed than Robotnik versus Bowser. But it was still a really good death battle nonetheless. Still one of my favorites already. And I agree with it. I agree with it. Let me go back to my, right here. I agree with it. I really like the death battle. I've been recording for a while, so I'm gonna try to keep this short, so it's not a majorly long video. But I like the death battle a lot. I was worried for a moment. I was worried, but Narakti, whatever her name is, I'm forgetting her name again. She's really powerful. Creating the multiverse, her bright light, dispelling Zork. Or Zork. I really liked it. I gotta watch Pokemon sometime. I don't think they needed a strategy. Yugi and Atem to beat Ash like they did there with the reverse thing. I was worried for a moment. I was like, no way Ash has a lightning bolt with Pikachu. Because yeah, they have great friendship, great bond. And they've done a lot with all his Pokemon. But there's no way he's gonna just lightning bolt, what's her name, the goddess. There's just no way. There's no way. So, W Death Battle, great season finale. I can't wait for them to come back. I don't know what they'll do, but that'll be that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and there'll be more content on the way eventually. Until then, have a good one, and don't forget about the heart of the cards. Peace out.